So right now, if you look at the price of Ethereum, ETH is doing very well and is above $4,200. So what next for the market? I'm going to show you an unpopular chart on this very price action and tell you what I am expecting from the price of Ethereum in the next coming month. This is very important because once we begin to see the price of Ethereum make significant move like this in the market, it means that a lot of altcoins are going to begin to just pump all the way to the upside, especially some meme token are going to just be pumping upward. And if Ethereum maintain this steady growth of price increasing all the way to the upside, we're going to see the market begin to do crazily well as well. And this is very important. So in this video, I will show you my price prediction on Ethereum, especially the next coming month. This is very important. Don't pay deaf ear to this very analysis, because this analysis is going to tell what is going to happen on Ethereum in the next coming month. But first of here, on the price of Bitcoin, we're seeing price rejecting from this area of interest. And that is why it's always very important for you to mark out area of interest on your price action. Don't make your chart very clumsy or cluster everywhere with area of interest. Area of interest should be very, very specific. And once you get it right, you get it right. And once you get it right the first time, second time, third time, if you can do it and get it right about 50 times out of 60 times, then you are going to be very perfect very, very soon. So from here, market reject. So if this candle forming right now, pay attention. If this candle forming right now, this is a bearish candle, although it has not closed. So if it close bearish, especially below this very candle right here, this second candle before this very last bullish candle, if it close bearish below this very area, then I'll be expecting the market to come back down into this very area. This is very important. Of course, this is weekend already, so we should be expecting things like this on BTC. So for the fact that price is rejecting from here, this very bullish candle right here is a shooting star. And once we see a shooting star and then a bearish candle that closed below the previous bullish candle, especially below this very area in this very example, then it means that the market is going to begin to come back to the downside. And this is what you need to pay attention to be in the right direction of the market, especially on the price of Bitcoin right now. So this is what I am expecting on the price of Bitcoin. Pay attention to this to be in the right direction of the market. What I'm expecting is for this candle to come down close below this, and then we should see the next push into this very area. This is very, very important. And I am not expecting the market to drop into this very area of $112,000. The possibility is there, but for market to drop all the way into this very point, no. I'm expecting just a little move downward and the next move upward. And if market break out on this level of resistance right here, where the market is right now, then market is going to begin to move all the way to the upside. This is what you need to pay attention to on the price of BTC to be in the right direction of the market. If you look at the price of ETH right here, see market has been doing very well, and the people that took long position, they are happy right now. However, market is going to retrace because these two candles are not looking good compared to the last two. And what I am expecting is retracement. I've been expecting retracement on this very price action. Reason why I don't chase price, okay? If market is here, I will expect retracement. Even where market is right now, I am still expecting retracement because I don't chase price. I wait for price to come to my area of interest, and then I buy from there or I sell from there. So in this very case, there is this level you need to pay attention to right now, which I am now paying attention to. Markets should retrace into this very area. The possibility of market coming back down into this very area is there. That is into the $4,000 level before the next move to the upside. Of course, I am not expecting market to dip down into this very area again for now, okay? For market to correct from here into this very area, that would be a very huge, significant retracement. I'm not expecting that at the moment, but what I'm expecting is for the market to see retracement between this very area of 4,350, okay, and where the market is right now. Retracement come in to this very point before the next move upward, or retracement come down into this very area before the next move to the upside. And this very point, I will remove this from my price action. I'm no longer looking at that very area, although it's important. But if markets break out on this level of important support, that is only when I will put this back at this very area, because it's very important. But for now, on the immediate short term, what I'm expecting is for price to come back down into this area and then move upward, or price come back down into this very area and the next move to the upside on the 4-hour chart ETH. But there is something I want to show you right here, and there is something I want to show you right here on the 1-month chart. That is an uncommon chart. A lot of people are not looking at that, but I'm going to show you something very important. There is this amazing move that is coming right in on the 1-month chart ETH. Look at it right here. Markets have just started this very move last month, and I believe this move is going to continue all the way to the upside, and my target is $10,000. Okay, that's my first target. Ethereum straight into $10,000, and what I am expecting is for the market to break out first around this very area of 4,800, okay, which is a possibility this month, 4,800, and break the $5K level within this very area. Once we break it, market is going to begin to see new highs. This is my personal opinion on this, and this is not a financial advice. But what I am looking at specifically on this very price action as well is, if you look at the MACD, see the MACD have just started formation on the positive side of the MACD. Look at it. This very first green bar is an indication that this bullish momentum have just started, and we're going to see crazy pump all the way to the upside. And this is what you need to pay attention to, all the way upward into $10,000 level. This is the first target I am expecting Ethereum to hit in the next 3 months max. This is my personal opinion. In the next 3 months max, Ethereum should hit $10,000. And if you look at the next indicator right here, which is very, very important as well, is the stochastic RSI. Look at it. It's coming out of oversold condition, and it has crossed over each other out of oversold condition, which means market have greater capacity of moving all the way to the upside. So this very first indicator, which is the MACD, and the second one, they are saying the same thing. And this is one of the indicators I use sometime if I want to look at indicator to check 1 or 2 and to be very sure with my confirmation and my entry. So this is very, very important, guys. If you look at this very area, when market entered into this very point, we see the move upward. We see market did not really enter here, but there was a crossover. Market moved all the way to the upside. So this is very important, guys. Don't pay deaf ear to this. Market is going to begin to shoot all the way to the upside in the next 3 months. I'm talking about September, October, and November. These 3 months, very important pump is going to come into the price of Ethereum, crazy one, and that is going to land us into the $10K level. And this is my personal opinion. At this very point, is my next target based on this very data that we are seeing on price action right now. So this is what you must have to pay attention to, especially if you are holding altcoin, because once Ethereum begin to make that significant move upward, the price of a lot of altcoin, meme token, a lot of them are going to begin to pump all the way to the upside. Nobody will know the exact number they're going to do, okay? But they are going to make significant move, and that is very important. So pay attention to this on the stochastic RSI indicator. Of course, I have a setting here, and the next one here is the MACD. This very formation is not for fancy. Markets have just started formation on the positive side with this very important bar right here. So pay attention to this. It's very important for you to be in the right direction of the market. The next thing here is the price of SUI. Look at SUI right here. Market is still within this very area of interest. That is why it's important for you to mark your area of interest. I love area of interest because for me, it's where I look at market reacting from, and if it aligns with what I'm looking at, a possible trade is very, very likely from that very area. So from here, I'm still expecting market to come back down. Of course, market can break out. I said that in my immediate last technical analysis video that if market break out here, you're going to move upward, and this will not act as support for the market to continue all the way to the upside. However, right now, there is no breakout yet on this price action. What that also means is the market from here retrace back down and the next move all the way to the upside. This is what you must have to pay attention to on the price of SUI to be in the right direction of the market. So don't neglect this very price action on SUI, especially if you are holding SUI, or if you are considering taking a position on SUI. I will advise that where the market is right now is not the best place. However, wait for retracement or wait for the market to break out and then come back to retest before you can take any position. At retest of this level of resistance, which will not turn support, will be the best area to take a position from, in my opinion. And lastly, if you look at the price of Solana is at that very point of interest. You see, point of interest, very important. Once you know how to do this point of interest on your price action very well, like I said, if you're just a beginner and you can do it 50 times or 60 times and get out of that 60, you get 50 times correct, then you are on the good track. So from here, market is going to retrace, in my opinion. I'm still expecting retracement. Why? Because from this very point, market came back all the way to the downside, and right now market moved into the same point. So what do you expect? There are sellers here. Market should retrace a little bit and then the next move to the upside, or we should see the market just break out here, continue moving upward, and then we see the market come back down to retest this very area. It will now act as support, resistance on support, and the market is going to begin to move upward again. This is what I am now paying attention to on these various charts from BTC, ETH, SUI, and Solana. The most important price action here is the price of ETH, because a lot of us are not interested in Bitcoin. Even myself, I'm not interested in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is good, great, but right now, ETH is very important, because once ETH begin to pump, a lot of our bags are going to be pumping as well all the way to the upside. So pay attention to this. And if you come to coin market cap, you see the global crypto market capitalization have increased from what we saw yesterday at $3.83 trillion to $3.93 trillion. And we've seen the altcoin season increase a little bit from 36 to 38. Earlier today, I saw it at 40 over 100. However, I want to see between 60% over 100 or 70 over 100 to see that crazy aggressive in the price of altcoin from now moving forward. So these are the things you need to pay attention to right now on these various price action. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, link in the description of this video, and also in the pinned comment. It is a free channel. Join right now to receive more updates. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.